Welcome. My name is Kalika, and welcome to my channel. Lord, I'm going to finish my audiobook I've been putting out for months, because almost now I'm going to finish that. And after that, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm sick of all this madness, because with all this stuff about the seed thing, the seed disease, and this and that, and Trump, Dr. Stella, I'm exhausted. But, okay, let me get to the point. My mind is hardly functioning because it's been a tragic, long day. But there were a lot of different comments. Everybody was voicing their opinion, which is very good. That's what you're supposed to do. But some questions came up, which made me start thinking. And the more I thought, the crazier I felt I was going. That's why I gotta leave this. I'm serious, you guys. I gotta leave this in shape. No, because we will all end up crazy. Because, I mean, some subscribers were saying this, some were saying that, and some were saying this. But now one made a good question, good point. I don't remember who it was. You'll remember. Whoever asked the question, you'll remember. I'm tired right now. I don't remember who did what, who said what. But listen, one of our subscribers said, as we know, everybody on this channel anyway, most people know that this seed stuff, and I guess you can't say certain words, but you know what seed means. The letter C, what that stands for. Disease. Who needs me? And then I thought back to what George H.W. Bush said. When the people can tell the truth from a lie, our job will be done. So, I think that's where we are right now. So that's why I'm saying I'm leaving all this stuff alone. I believe that he had done a video about it. And I checked the fortune could get away from this madness. Because what if everybody's lying? But all this stuff is just a damn joke on us. Yeah, that's the way it looks to me. Because we got none of this. Nobody's trying to help us. We locked down, masked up. I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. But that is something to think about. Since seed is not a big deal at all, what the hell do we need to cure it for? Think about it. Think about it. What are we needing for something that doesn't need a cure? We never have and never will cure the flu. That's the uncurable thing, but it's no big deal because everybody gets it and gets rid of it. So, I don't really have anything else to say. I don't want to say anything anymore. I don't want to be involved in this stuff anymore because it's just too insane. It's too insane. It's too insane. And I'm doing an injustice to myself because ever since I've been doing these fucking videos, I've let everything I had planned to do just go out the window. I'm wasting my time every day.
No, you're not wasting your time.
That would help me to earn an income, maybe something like that. So I think I'm gonna bow out, y'all. I'm gonna buy. I know you've heard me say it a million times, but I think this time it's got me. It's got me because we're just like in quicksand, just going down and down. We're just stuck. Hey, I don't see anything good coming out of none of this shit. I really don't. I'm sick to death of it. So I'm just gonna switch reels and try and get back on track with my life. That's what I'm gonna do. So check out all the links in the description box. And I'm done. Peace and love. Alright, it's time to pick a winner for my 1-year YouTube anniversary. Alright, I put in the URL, and here we go. Good luck.
Comment, pick a work. I didn't even know you could do that.
Alright, Heather Hernandez is the winner. Congrats. Alright, you'll have 48 hours to get in contact with me, and that way I can get your prize shipped out to you. Congrats again. Good morning. This is Jackie Evans. And I woke this morning and I haven't had a sunrise video in quite some time. The thing about it is, I peeked out the window and thought, oh, this is going to be a beautiful sunrise. So now maybe, maybe I will get out here and do a sunrise video this morning. So I went up and peeked at my phone and saw that my dear, dear friend Meek had just re-released on his new channel, Immortality Sunrise, which was our collaboration video that he did a while back of his song, Immortality, and one of my videos called Sunrise.
Well,
A lovely day for a ride, huh? Yeah.
Running down the trail, slippery rocks, mud.
Front row. Flash flood alert. What a lovely campsite this would be. If it wasn't pouring down rain. All right, on top of Barlow Pass, it's really raining hard. The road is turning into a flash flood warnings down below. I don't know about them folks camping down there. That ain't a good idea. Here's a great emergency shelter here. No lightning, but ooh, what a money ride on up here. Barlow, right? Barlow Pass? Oh, I hope it quits raining over there. What do you think? Wow. Totally dry in the old cabin. Oh, boy. We get down below these clouds a little bit, you can see a little better where we're headed. Rico ahead.
Going to Rico.
Well, that's the next thing on the map, but then we're going to cut across to the north of it. You just wait and see. A groomed slope.
We're going to Rico.
Yeah, let's go. Yes. Welcome to Rico, Colorado. No room at the end.
Rico.
Saturday night.
it's pretty nasty.
censored. America's news outlets no longer provide the truth. I'm Joshua Phillip, senior investigative reporter with the Epoch Times. We stand for truth and tradition. 90% of news outlets in the United States are controlled by 6 corporations. They're not out to tell you the truth of what's happening. They're out to tell you the picture of the world they represent. The mission of the Epoch Times is to chase the truth, to ground all statements in facts, and prevent people from being misled. This isn't just a mission of the paper, it's a mission of those involved. It's something we truly believe in. The Epoch Times is independent. We're not controlled by any special interest, and we never will. The Epoch Times is a nonpartisan media. That means we don't stand for any political party. Our values are truth. This is a battle between truth and deceit, a battle between forces that enslave this country in darkness, and between a media that wants to present you with the truth. Subscribe today and join the Americans who are seeking truth and tradition. We'd love to have you on.
Hey, you awake? I know how hard it can be. Sometimes just getting out of bed is a hassle. You feel tired, fatigued. You let the hijack. Getting up. Maybe hit the snooze alarm a few times. I have some bitches for you. Get up. FDA, they start to use that smart code. We're walking down the street, people aren't making eye contact. Wondering what happened to vibrant energy. I mean, what's that? What has made us invisible? Worst part, we just chalk it up to getting older. The good news is there's still a way to get that young, youthful, energizing electric energy that you once had. No, it's not coffee. I'll show you what it is. Listen, coffee definitely won't help you with that presentation at work. It's not going to help you plan that dinner, and it definitely won't help you pick your kids up after work. Eventually, it's just going to crash and burn. Now, what if there was a delicious, organic way from Mother Nature herself that not only boosted our energy up sky high, but also had zero crash and increased our mood? Well, I've got news for you. Mother Nature did create several of these amazing superfoods for us to boost our energy, confidence, and smiles without any of the jitters or the crash. Let me introduce to you some of my favorite superfoods so you can break through that 2 o'clock crash and have consistent energy all day long. Let's go to the kitchen. The first one is this funny looking thing right here. This is the cordyceps. And I love cordyceps. It's an adaptogen that helps your body fight stress and toxins in daily life while simultaneously stopping fatigue and injuries. Next up, we have Siberian ginseng. Now this baby is used by Olympic athletes to handle the stress, sometimes before training. We need things like Siberian ginseng to actually help us manage the stress of everyday life. Another one, rhodiola. It was used by ancient Greeks to maintain high energy levels throughout the day, and it can be used to have that newfound, eye-opening, vivid, visceral motivation that you've been looking for, my friends, without the crash as well. The next one, reishi mushroom that's scientifically proven to regenerate the liver cells, which is that giant organ shaped like a little ball right here that detoxifies your whole entire body. It's responsible for you guys. And if you want to feel more energized, swimming reishi really helps with that. More reishi, more healthy liver cells, more energy, and a better, happier you. And we put them all in one delicious drink called Organifi Red Juice right here. All you need to do is take one out of this. I like it in about 10 to 12 ounces of water. I put it in just like so.
Hey, good morning.
I mix it up, and in less than
Me.
I have an amazing glass.
Hold on, let me get in here.
Just mix it up and drink it.
I was just ready to watch this Curious Minds. Good morning. No, that was, I'll bring it in. You hearing this bad these days? I think what they did was, I know they lowered the audio output. on the laptop. They do this shit sometimes. So that becomes a problem. This UK column, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It covers, they've been covering the corona bullshit. What do I need forceps for? Pull the shit out of my ass that we gotta live through. I mean, it's crazy. These people are nuts. Now I heard you can't even come up here. I heard you can't even come up here. You gotta, I guess they got roadblocks. I don't know what the fuck's going on down there, but they were out of their minds. Cap locks my phone. Right, I understand that. Yeah, it's good to see you two around the tube. It's funny how we all watch random videos and end up, if you go in the chat, you meet some of your friends. I always try to say hello, good to see you or something. It was oh no, that's the, what do they call that? No, that's all right, Curious. Yeah, this is, what's the advertisement for? Organifi. Organifi. You know, they're selling some kind of super drink, and I would just suggest, if you're really interested in that, Bob from Truth Seeker does his own deal. Now, this is a UK column. I put the link in chat. They're pretty good. They're really, really a great news source about all the stupidity going on, not only in the United Kingdom, but in the world. So maybe check that out later. I don't know why they use a countdown clock. But everyone's seen the video of all the doctors. You've seen in the last 24 hours since I've been here, you've seen the videos on the doctors. I bet it is. I bet it is. It's been crazy in your country, even worse, I think, than in America. I mean, you're fucking shutting down people's Twitter account that are doctors and nurses because they're fucking saying different. That's pretty nasty shit, man. I mean, we're living like Hitler did. We're going to have spikes. We're going to have lots of them. You might want to watch this video later. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty devastating when you're pulling down people's Facebook, YouTube account, and they're certified doctors and nurses, and you just don't like what they're saying. That ain't what YouTube was about. Never was. And I'm still pretty furious Trump didn't break up Google and YouTube. That's just way too much information right there to be fucking in the hands of one person. What is Grub Amen is doing what the government is doing is insanity shit. They trying to ram through Parliament at the moment. This to wake people up. Nothing well. Yeah, I just watched Kalika. She's 72-year-old, very fine looking lady, too, very smart. And she's she's friggin' can't believe it. She really actually can't believe. She's having a tough time. She's having a tough time. And I think the older you are, I think the tougher time it is. I think there's a lot of people my age that are infuriated with this madness, but there weren't too many that gravitated towards YouTube. So we'll just have to see what's going on. Good morning, everybody. We got a drop in the humidity by probably 20 or 30%. It's getting nice. It's going to be a warm day. We got blue sky. I don't know how long it's going to last. I doubt it's going to last. I don't think I'll be able to give it a gold star day. It'll be the first gold star day. I think we had 5 or 6. I have to look at my calendar. We have 5 or 6 gold star days this year alone. We're not even getting one a month now. And I got calendars back 3 years ago where we had at least one a month. Well, we ain't even getting that up here. What else is going on? Price of junk, Chinese-made auto parts are going up. They're going up ridiculous. Simple hose, $17, $18. Brake hose, ridiculous. What else is going on? I still think they can take a rubber shield like that and mount PEX tubing without it getting brittle and without it falling apart and without ever having to be changed again. But maybe someday we can look into that. All that hose on the space station, the space shuttle, all that shit is some of the most harshest environment. So I know it ain't brake hose, but with no need of replacing hoses as quickly as I have. They're sealing up inside is what they're doing. There's not junk in there. It's just a hose inside is collapsing on itself after 3 or 4 years. So OEM, oh yeah, fucking brake line. I bet that's every bit of $85, $95. LGD. I'm not sure, curious. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. So we go live, see what, because I got to get some stuff done today. I really should do laundry. It's the first time we had sunshine out here. I don't even know how long. Space, sorry. You don't believe in it. All right. You know, one time I was in Rhode Island. This is a true story about living in the city. So my buddy called me up after dinner. He says, what are you doing? I says, hey, I don't remember when. It got dark early back then. He says, hey, the space station is going to come over Rhode Island. And 60 miles over Rhode Island is going to be the space shuttle. This is when the space shuttle connected with the space station. So the only place we had within reason, without driving like Western Massachusetts or something, to see this thing was in a park. So the news channels on weather, they cover this stuff. I watched some bimbo on here last night tell us, well, if you want to know the particular time for the space, to see the space station, just go to my Facebook. I'm like, you cheap Jew, bitch. Out of all that rambling, you could have said you're going to see it on the southeast at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock or something. Now I got to go to your fucking Facebook page. This is a fucking cheap society we're building. Anyways, so we got down there, and you can't go in the park after sunset, but I figured we'd go down to the boat ramp and tell them we're going to go on a boat ride or something. Man, they dragged us out of the fucking car at gunpoint. At gunpoint. They were waiting for people to come down to the park. I'm not shitting it. I thought my buddy was going to get shot. He had mental health issues. And, yep, pulled us out of the car at gunpoint. What are you doing down here? We're here to watch the space shuttle and space station go by. What are you, on medication? Fucking pigs. Would have been nice to have a team go ambush them motherfuckers. So that was the story of the space shuttle and the space station. The only time I ever seen the two chase them. I guess by the time they got to Salt Lake City, they were connected. So whether you believe it or not, that's my story. Yeah, you believe that? Fucking Nazis. Turn that whole state into a wonderful state. You know, you go back to the 60s, 70s, 50s. You go to that park at 2 o'clock in the morning. Cop might come by. He might tell you, don't leave no litter behind. I got your license plate. And everything was good. People had access to the park. Who the fuck are you to tell people on second shift that get out of work, 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, they can't come down to the park on a nice, whatever night, winter night, summer night? That's the kind of Nazi shit I endured in my time, and I realized it ain't worth putting up with that shit. Come through the sky, I have a telescope. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you something. We can always agree to disagree and be friendly about it. These are how I stand on this shit. I believe the Earth's round. I believe what I've been taught, it's a planet. I believe the space shuttle is up there. Do I believe they walked on the moon? I'm still up in the air on that. My biggest question is, back in 1960s, where the frig did you get the battery power to run everything? That was all analog shit. It would probably had tubes in it too. And they suck up a lot of juice. So that's my biggest question there is, where'd you get the electricity to do all this? Batteries? Lead acid batteries in space. Right? You didn't have nickel metal hydride back then. So that's my first question. The LEM is on the moon with no solar panels on it. And you're doing all kinds of shit there, transmission shit, radio, air conditioning, heating, air circulation, and all this shit, right? No, I don't think so. 2600 millimeter lens coming from my camera. Yeah, photographic, yeah. And how did it work in the temperature of space? I don't know quite what. Well, you know, you can have recirculation. You could do it, but you have to have battery power to run all this shit. That was my. That was Cindy Ilgo and Bruce, and all do moon photography. They show the moon landing sites. They did show the moon landing sites. I can't believe it's been 40, 50 years since we've been to the moon, and nobody's actually went up there and landed something and go play around with the old cars we left up there. Remember the cars? Cold during extreme heat to extreme cold. Rotation. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying that's where I start at is battery power. Knowing what I do about ham radio. Took off again. Well, I mean, remember who was in charge there, man? I mean, you just killed Kennedy, right? Bush killed Kennedy. He's in the CIA. Kennedy makes this speech about going to the moon. And we killed the poor son of a bitch. Now we got to get to the moon. So they put a moon landing deal together. I don't know. Bush was in there. Cheney was in there. Rummy's been in there since Kennedy, man. They've been in there from day one. Says in Henry Kissinger, David Gergen. Oh, they never lie to us and put a phony out like that. Shit. After I seen them do 9/11, I was like, no. Don't believe anything anymore. Like Billy Cooper says, watch everything, believe nothing. That's a good deal. Anyways, that's just how I feel. Flat Earth? No, I don't even want to go there. But if you do, the Flat Earth Society could come up with some money, get a simple satellite, fly to the edge of the Earth, take a picture of the Earth laying on whatever, a flat round disc or whatever, and show us the edge of the Earth. So, anyways, my point was, I'm not saying this to be argumentative. My point of this is I'm too fucking old to start changing my view on the Earth and all that shit. The same with earthquakes. You know, if what you're saying is true, can you imagine the mess we're really in? So I don't want to think about that right now. I just kind of withdrawn, if you want to call it drawn, whatever. Don't want to face reality on that. No, I don't. But we spent a lot of money, and it was really a lot of money we spent going there. We couldn't have gone there without the Nazis. Remember that. We're very indebted to the Nazi Party. But sun simulators, moon simulators, yeah, I don't. I listen to people tell me, oh, the moon rises in a different place. And I remember Super Dave did this once. And I asked him to do this. He was out in a cotton field. He's telling me the moon rises different. The sun rises differently. I said, what I want you to do is put 2 sticks in the ground. Put 2 sticks in the ground so you line them up with sunset. And look at them really good. Line them up like a rifle sight. And maybe catch the left or right side of the sun. And then go back there 4 weeks later and watch where you're going to move the second set of sticks to line them up where you did with the first one. Of course it moves. And I don't know what's wrong with these fucking people. They never been to Alaska? What are you, fucking insane? You could have never been up here. You should see the sun moving now. I'm losing sunlight in my garden. I'm losing sunlight in my garden now. Sunrise is getting later in my garden. But as far as all that, I got to simplify my life. I'm more worried about where we're going, where we're going to be next week in this country. It's, man, I'm telling you, you got doctors being shut down for no reason other than their own opinion on these media. And why, I listen to Dr. Phil, that scumbag piece of shit, talk about how it's addictive and how it's this. Well, he's absolutely right. But what he didn't say is anything fucking positive. And as a doctor, there should have been some positive shit come out of that fucking faggot's mouth. And what's the positive? The positive is the fact that he's got 2 billion views on his channel. That he reached out to 2 billion people, watched his video. That's astounding number. The second thing is, he don't give credence. Maybe he don't have time, he don't care, but he don't give credence to anybody. Not even the 9/11 truth lawyers for 9/11 that want a grand jury investigation. That was psychologically damaging to this country, both emotionally, physically, monetarily. And we knew it was an inside job, and there's all the information you need out there. He's never said, but, I'll tell you something. I've been dabbling around in a couple of these sites and channels. 2 billion. 2 billion. Dr. Phil. I never been there. According to him, I just ran into him the other day. Look, I don't sit there and watch that scumbag. I was scrolling through. Some chick was in tears. She made $500,000 last year, and she's a young girl, and she blew it. But the fact of the matter was, she lost her channel. She got shut down. Her channel did. And she lost everything. And Phil's on there bitching about her being on fucking food stamps. I think that's a great story, Dr. Phil, you fucking coward fucking prick. I think that's a great story on how so many people lost monetary channels that were monetized, channels people worked hard to get, 1 million views, 1 million subs, and all that. We're not into that shit. We like our little small room here, having coffee with you guys in the morning, shoot the shit. I wish I could bring StreamYard on or have more people call in and run the room. We'll get it done this winter. I'll figure something out. This machine can't run StreamYard. Can't do a lot of things anymore, but yeah, we'll have StreamYard so you people can come in and run the room. Oh, he's a devil motherfucker. He definitely, when they talk about Hollywood devil motherfuckers, yeah, he's definitely one of them. And the chick was talking. I mean, she's a young girl, man. She just fucking shoot her mouth off. Leave her alone. Don't call her on everything. Was she lying? I don't know if she's lying. Dr. Phil says she's lying. She says when she went to the airport to get on a flight, they let her board first because she's a YouTube star or something. Well, I don't know if that's true. But Phil calls him out. Right like that. Calls him out. What the fuck are you doing? And let me ask you something. If you got 2 billion views, Dr. Phil, I think we figured this out the other day at 3 cents a video, at 3 cents a monetized video, what are you doing with all that YouTube money? You're going to be well into the millions of dollars, your revenue on YouTube. What are you doing with that money? You helping the homeless? Women's shelter? Children, look at the massive amount of families that are giving up their kids for adoption. What are you doing about that, Bill? A very ungrounded individual. And I normally don't beat on people, but he's been in the limelight for too long. Let me see if I can, well, first I want to check my weather. They already pulled my sunny days off, okay? Remember I told you guys, I don't know if you were here the other day, I said I had 4 sunny days on Sunday forecasted. Sunshine, a few afternoon clouds. All right. So we're not going to get a gold star today. And then this is what it turned into. They moved. I had 4 of them, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So now they moved and cut it back to 2 mostly sunny days. And that's Friday and Saturday. So they eliminated 2 of the mostly sunny days and they moved it up to Thursday is going to be partly cloudy again. This is what's going on up here. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. It's really unfucking believable if you ask me. A typical tie rod end, ladies and gentlemen, too. Here's another thing that really goes up my ass. A typical tie rod, right? You get a typical tie rod for 12 or 15 bucks. But you want a grease fitting in it, you got to double the pay. It's just another thing pissed me off. But anyways, good morning to everybody. Curious, I hope you, I hope you weren't mad about my opinion or disappointed or anything. Will thinner oils damage your engine? You know, I was into the auto parts store. They're doing this new shit now. 020 W20 oils. 010. I'm like, in an automotive car? Fuck, I don't know who engineered that. No, we still like our old 2050. Good. I mean, it's good to disagree. It's happy to disagree, you know? When I'm, Dr. Phil has got 5.63 subscribers. He's got, believe it or not, Dr. Phil has got 10,088 videos. 10,088 videos. Let's go in here and look around. That's a good number, 5.56. His old lady's a trip. His old lady's a real trip. 43,000, 19,000, 26,000, 41,000. I don't think he's as big as, no, he ain't as big as, he definitely isn't as big as Crazy Russian Hacker. Well, 5.56, right? Would you say 10,000 on this guy? Look at this. 11.4 million subscribers, double what Dr. Phil's got, and a whole shitload less videos. He did this on 1,587 videos. So you can see where people gravitate to. Crazy Russian Hacker. You never seen the guy? Check him out. His Taurus, don't buy $400 return box from eBay. So I guess eBay throws shit that's merchandise that's returned in a box, and you can bid on the boxes. And Taurus has got 134,000 views in 2 days. Amazing. Crazy Russian hacker. I think he's probably one of the... You have to use synthetic oil now? Yeah, I think that's going to be a problem. It's bad enough the fucking gasoline this old machine's got to run burns that fucking ethanol. Yeah, I lost about 3 miles to the gallon with this old machine when they changed over. The MTB gasoline was horrible. It's really a pollutant that we don't even talk about anymore. MTBE. There's an oxygenator putting on fuel, and when it came out the tailpipe, it wasn't broken down. The molecules weren't broken down, and it was very soluble in rainwater. It's found everywhere on the planet now, like plastic. That's all right. Laying in bed, do whatever you're doing, man. Getting late there, but it'll be coming up on 12 a.m. So, anyways, that is a lot of video. I mean, Phil's got 10,000 plus videos. Taurus is only got 1,500, which is a lot of work. That is a lot of work. I don't know how many videos I have. Yeah, it is. Synthetic motor oil. Like, what the fuck are we doing? How come the fucking price is $8 a quart? If it's synthetic, what the fuck is going on here? How the fuck is Red Motor Oil $8 a quart for Castrol 2050 motor oil? And they knew it. People need it just like food, and they'll just jack the price up. It's the same thing with diesel in America. When I growed up, diesel was, 75, 80 cents a gallon, 88 cents a gallon. And gasoline was $1.25 a gallon. And then they did this flip flop. Oh, because they're pulling the sulfur out of it. And what are they doing with all that sulfur? They're putting in fucking jet fuel and then flying over your goddamn house. $10, yes. All a ripoff. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you had a centrifuge too, if you have a centrifuge, you could actually clean drain oil and get it clear in a centrifuge. The only thing you're missing some additives that they do put in there. But I never thought motor oil would be so complicated. Come on, man. $8 for a quart of fucking oil. Well, I don't like it anyways. I ran Castrol 2050 in the summer and Castrol 1040 in the winter. And it didn't matter where I was. If it didn't get that cold, sometimes I didn't have the miles on the oil. I didn't change my oil that whole winter in 2050. But I'll tell you that story. I'll tell you that story when I get back. I need a quick break. But the time I lost oil pressure on my way out west. And what did I have in that crankcase? Castrol 2050. And it got me all over this country. I lost oil pressure in South Dakota. I went and did a stint in the Bitterroot. I left the Bitterroot, drove to Seattle. I drove from Seattle down to the LaSalle's in Utah. I did my stint at LaSalle's in Utah and then drove back up to Bonneville, which is about 14, 16-hour ride, if I remember right. And then I drove 61 hours back to Rhode Island, 2,850 miles. Well, I think I was sold on Castro because of John Force. You know, sometimes we're, what do you call that? We're led by advertisers and stuff like that. And World Drag Racing Champion John Force. I think that was probably the reason why I used Castrol. But that was just remarkable. I mean, I had no oil pressure. There was no oil pressure going to that head. It was all residual oil that was left up there when the oil pressure shut down. I'll be right back. Have a lot of white. Got a lot of white and the blue today. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Castro, yeah. So you're a me user of F1. That's it's such a great sport years ago, you know. I just think now it's really kind of tough to watch because all the political shit going on in Formula One. They just changed the tire size this year. They don't let anybody think for themselves. They really mucked up that Formula One. Formula One when I was a kid, probably about 8, 9 years old, all the way to the 90s. You know, they let Formula One be on national TV here in America. We could watch Formula One races, you know, and people look forward to following their schedule. And Hamilton is a lot to blame for that crap. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I remember Senna in Japan. They had torrential rain there. They lost so many cars. And, you know, there's a $500 million worth of race team. And F1 didn't stop the race. I don't know if you remember that. You know, that's a good movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. And it is for free. Let me go get that for you if you haven't seen it. It's kind of gruesome, but if you like Formula One, hold on a second. Full movie. This is, it's an hour, 45 minutes long. It used to be free. It ain't looking like it's free anymore. Anyways, I'll put that up. And I know I watched it for free. Quite an amazing young lad, man. Came up through kart racing. Incredible go-kart racer. What do they want for this? Buy or rent. Now they got it for buy or rent. So anyways, if you look around, you can find it for free. Go with my dad. About 10 Brands Hatch and Silverstone. Really? Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Silverstone. I wanted to go to school there when I was a kid. They got a great race program there. I grew up on F1 pretty much. He was, fantastic, you know. But anyways, that was a great movie if you haven't seen it. If you like Formula One. You know, the fucking scumbag Gambino crime family there that was the president of Formula One, that scumbag. He never listened to the drivers. They'd have drivers meeting over and over and over. They tell them they need to change this, they need to change that. Yeah, I did too. Senna. 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 There's some really nasty shit there. They had, what's his name, from Canada. They had some real bad crashes in there, but you got to see shit that wasn't on TV. You know what I mean? Fast Eddie, good. Good for you. Happy day, Eddie. I hope your day's happy. I hope you're enjoying what you're doing. Yeah, I thought, you know, Lauda, Zanardi, and Andretti was Senna. And those were probably Hill and Bettenhauser. I was a big Bettenhauser fan. The good old days. On Old Apartment. Good. You do? I think Williams killed him. Hey, okay, Miyu. You take good care. Thanks for stopping in. I still think Williams killed him. I think somebody scored his driving shaft. Steering wheel driving shaft. That's what I think. Williams and Prost are on my shit list forever. Fucking Prost. I never liked him. He's a dirty driver. You take good care too. Thanks for coming in. I don't know where everyone else is this morning. I think Stephanie's busy with her grandkids. She went and picked up her grandkids, did some good video. If you haven't seen her videos, go check them out. They're less than like a minute. Show you some real pretty country up onto the way to Reno, I think it was. But the day he crashed, you know, as I understand the story, the upper A-frame went through his head, went through his helmet. You watch a safety worker go over there, and he just turns the fuck around. That's when they started adding cable, and I think that's a good idea. I think it was a good safety feature. They started adding cable to the front suspension so this shit ain't flying around. I watched one, I think it was Gary Hobbs, I don't remember. And somebody's suspension broke, shock absorber broke in the old days. That fucking thing almost went through his head. You're talking about a 10-pound spring. So now they've become a lot more safer than they have been. So, but the politics are still there. You can't do this, you can't do that. We're talking about Senna, but that's Formula One racing. Miyu grew up with Formula One racing. Brands Hatch and Silverstone. I've never seen one, actually. I've seen fuel racing, which, if you're going to do Formula One, you better start off when you're fucking 4 or 5 years old now. And your parents got to have a lot of money to pay for the schooling. We're so much more comfortable, Eddie. We're just so much more comfortable up here. The humidity dropped off, I would say, 10-20% at least. Fucking air's finally breathable. It hasn't been too nice. It hasn't been too nice for anyone. Actually, Rhode Island, I heard, keep hitting 100. Yeah. You got to really hit hard for them to come off. I'm sub to Formula One, by the way, on YouTube. Formula One, F1. And they give the highlights. And so far, not too many people are fucking getting killed with front end parts. So it has been a big step in safety. Fire was another one. Well, I remember Niki Lauda's crash, man. As a kid, I was fucking horrified. You go check that out on YouTube. But the tracks have improved so much now, you know. I mean, the tracks They got massive amounts of tire barriers all over the place. They got sand traps now. They got runoff area. The tracks are way, back in the day, they just like, yeah, let's put a piece of concrete here. We'll protect everyone in the stands. It's like, holy shit. So tracks have improved. The skill levels improved. I watched one on that Formula One of Vettel. I think it was Vettel in training. Wow. I mean, 26, 27-year-old kid, that's a lot of training. You know, back in the old days, they were smoking cigarettes while they were driving F1. Anyway, that's about it. Good morning. Good morning, Sasquatch. How are you? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Welcome in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm probably not going to stay long. I got some stuff to do today. I'm getting my old F1 car ready to hit the pavement again. She's such a beautiful machine. We're giving her a little adornment, a few earrings, necklace, bracelets. God, good. I mean, good, seriously. Fine and dandy. Dandy. I dig it, man. I dig it. Curious Mind having a good time in here. I think he's leaving, though. What's going on, Sasquatch, in your area? You're in Oklahoma? It's been a while since I've seen you. Where are you? How's your weather been? I know somebody was getting their ass handed to them last night because I heard it on radio. It almost sounded like tornadoes. Missouri, did you get any tornadoes down there? There was tornadoes somewhere in this country, it sounded like anyway. If not, some hellacious. Listening. Yeah, you got to be up early. Later, no tornadoes. Yeah, it's got to be close to 12 a.m. for Curious Mind. He's out there in Australia. I watch his Sasquatch. Doug and Stacy, Off Grid Living, their channel. You might want to check them out if you haven't. Almost 1 a.m. Thank you. They got a channel down. They got a homestead down there in Missouri. And you might, if you're not living far from them, you might be able to go have an eyeball with them. Yeah, they were good. They were two very smart, well-paid people. And they just decided they were going to drop out. I knew a guy like that up in Idaho. I first met him. He stunk, drunk. The beginning of the summer, and we became good friends, and he started taking a little more pride in himself and shit, quit drinking a little bit. Anyway, he was the fucking head honcho for, I forgot the name of the bank, the one with the stagecoach. Yeah, he was like national, globally the big ship for the what would you call that? Where you get your loan and shit. And yeah, he just gave up. He went and bought himself some property. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And then he went back drinking after I left there. You know, so all he needed was a little friend, I think. And me and Ruby was really good to him that summer. He didn't drink as much. He used to come up and get a little pie. He'd come and share it with us. I'd let him sell firewood in the campground on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Fucking Forest Service ever found out, they'd want to lynch me. Tell them, fuck them. These people don't have no fucking way to get campfire wood. This guy's coming in here providing a service and asking for $5 for a bundle. And you're going to give this guy shit? He's providing my people in my campground a service. And they're not in the woods cutting down trees and shit. So shut the fuck up. That was probably one of the worst. It was the most beautiful campground I've been in. Took care of by far. Yeah, I mean, you know, he lived up there, and you know, he was socked in when the snow flew. That's it. He wasn't coming out of there. It was ski mobile. He didn't have a ski mobile, but yeah, he was up there for a good 5 months out of the year. Anderson Reservoir, Idaho. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of property. Ah, fucking majestic. You do aluminum cans? That's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. Kudos to you. Donna, good morning. I hope your day goes well with your patient. And I hope you got a little relief on the temperature or at least the humidity. And good to see you, Donna. Wow, it's pretty nasty in Rhode Island, I'll tell you that. It was 100. Which, you know, isn't uncommon. I mean, it's just, I don't know. We went through a long, shitty goddamn winter up here, you know? I mean, it was shitty. It was clouds 5, 7, 8, 12 days in a row. You know, not seeing much of the sun at all, maybe around sunset. And that's when it was coming out, right around sunset. Anyways, you know, you go through that shit and then your summer ends up being the same way. It's like, this shit's tiring, man. And, I'm not whining because the weather is bad. I'm whining. I don't think I'm whining at all. A lot of this shit is man-made. End of conversation. It's man-made shit. Gross. Fucking stinking air. You know, I mean, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Think I'm just some senile old man, don't like the fucking... Now, it's a fact of the matter is for 3 years now, 2 years, this place has been hammered real bad. And Mike Morales can back that up. I would back it up if my computer would run that that map he uses. But I can't run that on mine. I'm gonna make me an egg. I gotta do a few things, so I'm gonna try to eat a little healthy breakfast here and have an egg. And thank you all for coming. Not much else going on here today. For a Tuesday night, I thought town was very busy. Actually, I thought a little more stressful than usual, to be quite honest with you. It's like people were on edge. Better straighten this shit out. Even though you legalize pot, people aren't going to be able to fucking handle this bullshit. End your madness. Take your chances with this bullshit virus. End the madness on you people. I can't see chat, so you're going to have to highlight my name if you're leaving, or you want to say something or whatever. Just highlight my name. They say, I think it was Penny had a video today about more doctors that are with Fauci. Well, this is going to be with us forever, for eternal life. Really? Jesus didn't show up. But we're going to deal with corona for the rest of our lives. Yeah, interesting. I find that very interesting. Now, all that praying you did, many of you did, evidently God wants it to go down that way, right? According to the fable. And when Papa Shaker, Chinese made, I don't know what the deal is with the son of a bitch. I gotta take it apart. Papa grinder. Probably cheap plastic Chinese shit in there. Instead of nice stainless steel. What else is going on? You weren't here earlier. I was bitching about all these doctors that are speaking out. That are getting a YouTube channel, a Facebook channel pulled. I mean, can't people see this is what fucking Nazi Germany did? Somebody wants to tell you the sky is fucking really yellow and there is no blue in the sky. That's your own business. Somebody tells you, let's bake a cake with ground up rubber tires in it, and you do it, that's your own fucking deal. Somebody tells you the fucking economy is so good, there's no unemployment, and you fucking act on it, it's your own responsibility. No? You don't listen to the fucking asshole. Now it's tanked right out of existence. I don't think we're going to get out of this one. And we're not. It's New World Order. I'll be there in a minute. Oh, come on. That's such a conspiracy. You know, you look at people that are my age and older, you know, and you know they're diehard Republicans deep down inside. And it's, you know, Republican, Democrat, really no difference in the two vicious bitches. Anyways, they have a good memory of George Bush Sr. addressing the world. This is the order of the new life. This is the new world order. Oh, that ain't what he meant. Yeah, it was what he meant. It was his father's plan. It was his grandfather's plan. His father, Prescott Bush, was such a fucking animal, he went and dig up Geronimo's grave. That's no bullshit. He did it with a guy named Hefner and another guy. There were three of them. Now, I don't know about you folks. I don't know too many people that go around digging up fucking graves. How do we get to that Mormon level? Stephanie, good morning. Hey, Stephanie, thank you so much. What happened here? Take care of Ralph. Daughter, father-in-law took his life last week and gotta go to the funeral. Take good care. Very sorry to hear that. Daughter's father-in-law. To be during these days with living nightmare. We are sorry to hear about your daughter's father-in-law. I can't fathom. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and have, I don't know, what do you say? Have a good day at the funeral? I don't know what to tell you. I think there's a lot of people that are taking their lives, and we don't see that on the news media. We're not going to either. So-called news media. I seen that. How many of you guys seen that chart from bankruptcies from Dabu yesterday? Did anyone see that? Groveland, good morning. Yeah, I think you're right, Stephanie. I think you're absolutely right. I think they're hoping. They're hoping. I got to tell you something about Joe Biden for a minute here. Not Democrat, Republican bullshit. But I watched that scumbag son of a bitch for a long time. So any of you Democratic, wave the flag, dick-sucking fucking assholes in the Democratic Party, before you beat on me, you just hear me out. I probably watched more of that fucking asshole back in the 80s, 90s than you ever did. He's got a fucking history of attacking Social Security repetitively. You want to attack Social Security, then get rid of it. Just like Ron Paul said. If you pay into it, a penny into it, you're guaranteed the rest of your life to get that Social Security in the end. But from here on in, when you take a job, they don't put a gun to your head and take that tax up. For years, I had to switch to a vote for Ron Paul. Yeah, that was kind of disappointed. I think overall, Dr. Ron Paul did. I think there were a lot of disappointed people. He didn't go to the Libertarian or just come up with another party. The American Party or something, I think a lot of people, because I had to do the same thing. And it's sad, I vote, not in the primary, but in the actual vote. Another thing I would change is don't put no more Democrat, Republican. You put everyone's name in there. And if you didn't do your fucking homework on these people, and you don't know which is a Democrat or Republican because you've been too busy lining your pockets with money, put a little more education back in voting by getting rid of Democrat, Republican, Independent, all that shit. You just put everyone's name in there, and that's it. You can put them in a column for president, senator, You can put them in columns for that, but Democrat, Republican should never show up on that voting machine. In my opinion, too many scumbags go in there blindly. I never voted Democrat. I don't think I ever will. Actually, I probably know I won't. Because voting's a farce. Like our good friend George Collins, filthy mouth George Collins, right? Once said, voting only gives you the illusion you're making a choice. Everything George Collins said was, boy, that was some big medicine from that man. Anyway, happy Joy. That's like the second time, Stephanie, you pulled over to that spot. Your favorite spot? That was such a nice video. It made me happy anyway. The ears cleared out. George Collins, he was on them. Oh, he was all over them for years. Man of wisdom. He's got a video out he did many years ago. And it's like how Americans are so obsessed with cleanliness, you know, and with disease and all their protocol. That was a good video. Oh, of course I did. Of course I did. I watched one Adam 12 to see Blue Sky. LOL. Yeah, the germ video. Excellent video. And he's right. I don't think anyone can dispute that with the most blindest motherfuckers. You know, it's hard to express when you've been to an area and the area has prominently blue skies day after day after day, and you start liking the area. And then you come to this other area, and not only the skies are not blue, but they're all coated in chemtrails. It's man-made shit. Yeah, these eggs are not good. There's something wrong with these eggs. I told you that last time I made eggs. They just don't taste right to me. But is that it? Thank you. How's things going with your grandkids? Are they even out of bed yet? Tinfoil should be in here. Well, hello, Grandma Stephanie's grandkids. I hope you guys are having fun with Grandma. Grandmas are nice. We had a very smart one. Well, actually, I had two. Give back. Ask not what this country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. We're here. You don't like it? Of course you don't like it. You uncivilized fucking communist pigs. You can see the 6 that showed up this morning. Or you should be able to see the 6 that showed up this morning. Little shitheads. Spineless, coward, nigger, Jew motherfuckers. No. No, they give you a thumbs down because they're trying to protect you. What do you want, you big handsome? I know what you want. So we got some stuff to do today. I'm gonna have some coffee. A little, I wish the garden was moving a little bit better. I did pull a pepper off one of the plants. I did pull a pepper off last night. Very tasteless. Very skinny. The meat, the flesh was very skinny. There wasn't nothing to it. I hope that changes. We like our peppers. I be making scrambled egg and pepper every morning. And the capsaicin is really good for Lyme, you know. Lyme don't like capsaicin. So we have more trouble in this country because people just are at the edge of their seat and they want to blame everybody else for the shit. But the actual shit problem, Corbin just got home from his dad's. Surprised to see me. Avery will be here around 10:30. Then off to Carson City. Oh, you're over there. Oh, you spent the night. Cool. And I'm so glad they let you back and forth into your own state. These fucking Nazis that are closing down state borders and shit. And you're gonna be sucking dick before we'll let you in our state, because we're better than everyone else. Protectionism. Now you're fucking digging yourself a hole. Do you think if this shit goes away, people are gonna want to come back? I don't. I think people are done. People are done putting up with your bullshit. You made the decision as a Nazi, and a true Nazi. You didn't even have the decency to call the legislature. Look, guys, this is a problem. We got a fucking problem. We got this boogie virus. I think it's bullshit. But Fauci and Haji and the rest of them scumbags are telling us this shit is real bad. So, what do you think about doing this at the border? No. They don't have powwows. They don't know how to have powwows. They don't know how to communicate. And I can guarantee that many states, just some fucking Nazi sitting up on his or her throne decided to pull the lever to all this bullshit. You didn't even call your fucking, hey, Sally, Bobby, Timmy, and Joe. What? Can you come and help me? What the fuck you want my help for, Governor? You're a Democrat. Hey, now. Come on. We're going to have a picnic. I got hot dogs and hamburgers. Come on down. What the fuck are we going to do? They don't even discuss it. They don't even have powwow. I don't give a fuck if you're one side from the other. You're talking about the rest of the people you're governing. And you need to put that shit aside and take care of your people. Or people like me one day are going to wake up at an older age hearing some of these Democrat and Republicans ended up in a fucking wood chipper and not shedding a tear for a moment. Just remember that. Take care of your people. I couldn't even imagine that party. Could you imagine that party? Okay, what do you got to say, Governor? Well, now this is off the record and blah, 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 blah. And we got to make sure nobody's recording any of this and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, they can't even be out in the open, you know? I don't think they can. I think they lost all that. Or maybe they didn't have it. We have meetings of fucking private in the Army would suggest to a major what the fuck he wants to do many times. And a major, good major will listen. Well, anyway. Happy joy to everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I've seen a video this morning, Ella Amp. Ella. She just, good morning, 95. Ella just did her 1 year anniversary. Good. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's going on? What's going on in your world? I just think it should have been treated a lot gentler. Before you take a vacation state like that and throw in all the fucking chances right in the shitter. By the way, I think a pretty wealthy woman from New York got a shock attack up here in Maine. Did you guys hear about it? I just heard about it yesterday. I guess a great wife killed her. Got offered a job yesterday. Excellent. From getting evicted, and the first person I thought of was Carol from Never Lose Truth. Is she going through eviction, or did she end that bullshit? I haven't heard. I can't watch much Carol. I don't have a fucking 45 minutes to blow. I wish Carol would just. I'm not telling her what to do. She said she's educational. There ain't no doubt about it, and she's wrong. So they can say that hydroxychloroquine cures COVID. There will be a major fucking lawsuit against doctors, hospitals, and mayors. I hope so, and governors. I hope you're right. And I seen that yesterday. I seen that yesterday really show up in chat. I forgot who it was. In chat says lawsuit. And we're fucking lawyers got to come out and protect us now from these vicious communists. I don't understand why they ain't on fucking TV, man. I still haven't seen one Jew lawyer on TV who says, have you been hurt by this mask wearing by your job? Have you been alienated? Have you been bullied on? Have you been criticized and fearing? For the sheriff, I don't know who the sheriff is. I don't quite know what you're talking about. Yeah, Google censored it all. I was talking about that, Eddie. You see all these, the sheriff's handling the eviction. No shit. Anybody got a link to that chat? See, that's what I wish he'd do. I wish he'd do her truth deal like she does. But in this case, why didn't you just do a 4 or 5 minute video to fill in people? Because I'm concerned. I mean, I really can't donate to help you. Hey, Leslie. Call Saul. You remember that, Saul? Saul from Soylent Green. What's going on, Leslie? I'll never forget that. The nephew brings his uncle an orange, a real orange. And he's crying over the real orange. We were laughing at it. Breaking Bad, Saul. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I watched that a long time ago. But we're here. We're here. And I would be surprised in the next 3 years somebody brings you an orange for your birthday and you're just so totally excited about it. I need a little break here. I'll be right back. Oh, you big old handsome. Oh, both of us are doing so much better. The air quality's gotten up there. Went out on boat last night. Beautiful. Nice, Leslie. Nice. Watch Better Call Saul. Awesome. Looks out for the oldies. Great guy. Watching, yeah. If you can get me the link, I'll do that. Been watched Breaking Bad. Cool show. It's been years since I watched it, so I haven't. I'd be honest with you, it was a lot of the Desert Contrast, background that I was watching the video for. It was all right. It was good. much about eviction lately, but Carol continues to put out 2 videos a day, it seems. Yeah, right. Yeah, I just wish she'd do just an update video for the people that maybe don't have the time to. You need Saul with his number. You never seen Breaking Bad? That's the one about they make crack cocaine, right? Out in the desert. Yeah, I don't know who Saul is, though, but that's all right. Meth. Howdy. Good morning. Oh, they're making methamphetamine? That's only a class 2 fucking drug. It's a good thing this Breaking Bad wasn't growing goddamn marijuana. They'd be busted on a class 1 drug. But meth. Our senators love meth and only put it on a class 2 drug in case they get busted. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. I've been watching Matt's Total Recovery on YouTube. Beautiful backcountry of Utah. Beautiful sky, beautiful scenery, beautiful everything. And it's been really good for me. But I have a good day here today, I think. I'm not getting excited. The heat is starting to build, but the humidity's down, and I got some stuff to do today. And this mines, I don't know what that is. Only over the counter. Oh, antihistamines. Many chefs abusing. Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I was having trouble with pollen up here. And someone told me to go get this shit. And the fucking druggist says, I says, where's this shit? He says, back here. I says, well, give me a box of it. I don't know what the fuck it's doing back here. Can I have your license? Did that stop anything? Did that fucking stop anything? No, it didn't. And you got fentanyl, you got oxycodone coming from the drug pushers, you know, Big Pharma. What was the other one? Hoxy some shit. That was only a class 2 drug. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. But marijuana on a class 1 drug. So ain't LSD. Don't forget that too. That's ergot. That's a natural. That's a natural rye bacteria. Grows on rye 29. Actually, the mold word has it that a lot of those people during the Salem witch hunt were women that were poor and they had to use moldy rye to make their bread, and their fucking hands were gobbled in fucking LSD. Oh yeah, I did see that. Fentanyl. I thought you telling me the gym owner was a fentanyl dealer? I thought he was just opening his business. That's a big deal. You know, I listen to these fucking assholes talk about how they're patriots and militia and shit. Well, the 6-state militia surrounding Massachusetts should have been on that fucking guy's front door and fully armed, in my opinion. Same with the guy up here in Maine, the restaurant owner. Go shut your fucking water and sewer down and sing your fucking Nazis there. And the Nazis obeying. No gym owner defied COVID. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I don't know where you're getting fentanyl in Luton. That's the one. Yeah, I think they're broke by Dabu. That was a shame. That's another shame. Well, we're going to stick together. We're going to fight this together. You ain't going to fight nothing. This shit's going down. New one in Florida. Trying to figure this out. He packed up and moved to Florida. That's even more disgraceful. Let's hope that fucking building he had rots in hell. Rots in hell. Never to be sold, never be purchased. And the Nazis that did their shit pay his goddamn property taxes for the rest of their fucking life. Why, did you see that, Stephanie? Fucking assholes. And they're going to raise taxes too, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new scheme. They realize they're going to fucking throw everyone into the shitter. And the people that are still standing are going to pay exorbitant more taxes, I think. About the gym owner. Now they need a real good militia to stand in front of that fucking building. That's the way I would have looked at it. Now, look, I'm a peaceful, loving man. I'm not trying to cause any grief for anybody. The fact of the matter is, fuck you and your fucking lawyer bullshit, because you can't even get a court appearance anymore, I don't think. I don't even think they could take that to court, Stephanie. And I don't mean fuck you. I mean, for him to go fucking file for all the bullshit, take him 3 years. You're paying fucking $2,000-$3,000 a month rent, and I got to put up with this bullshit? Fuck you. Fuck you. We're going to do a little shortcut here. The gym's staying open, and then we'll go to court, and we'll discuss this like grown men and women under a legal system. You will not fucking shut me down till you prove to the fucking world that what I'm doing is harmful to anybody. That'd be the way I handle that. In a real republic, that's the way it should work in a real republic. No, we're shutting you down like a bunch of brown shirt Nazis. That ain't the way we do shit here. The law, when a law is written, it should have love, dignity, and respect in it. An old timer told me that many years ago. Love, dignity, and respect. If it don't have any three of them, then fuck you, don't write the law. Don't put your fucking John Hancock on it, such as a Brady bill, such as a goddamn bullshit Patriot Act. There's another pile of shit. How many senators? I still hunt them down and try them for treason. Right, Donald Trump wanted to clean the swamp. That's what you do. Let's do a review. Every motherfucker that put their name on this Patriot Act and go try them for high treason. Yeah, they just don't understand what the Constitution is. So we got to wipe it. Hey, Stephanie, I already did my part. I started flying the flag upside down when we were done. About midway between here and there, I call Scotch paper towel and get the fucking Constitution and Bill of Rights printed on unbleached toilet paper with gold writing. And I mean that. I love my country. I love the Constitution, but don't give me no shit we're under Constitution. Please. You know, I just wish these fucking communist motherfuckers in the House and Senate down there would get 3/4 of a vote and fucking eliminate the goddamn paper. Don't keep fucking dangling this around like we got constitutional rights that take 15 fucking Jew lawyers in the Senate to fucking scheme and work their way around every fucking nook and cranny. My daughter works for the courts and she is at work. Is she at work? There has to be court cases we will never hear about. Yep. You're absolutely right. You think the fucking CBS Nightly News is going to stop talking about this shit? They're too busy with their fucking count. The count today is 1,600. We got 1,600 more COVID in America. And 25. You're like watching the football game. It's like watching the goddamn football game. It took the place of the football, baseball, basketball, and all the other bullshit out there. Is your daughter be able to discuss work? No, yeah, you know, I mean, turn your fucking television. Television. I was a little boy. Television. I knew it. Still watch the monkeys. Still watch the monsters. Definitely had to watch Gilligan's Island to check out Marianne. Marianne or Ginger? Guys and gals, you can all vote on this one. We're having a Ginger Marianne vote today. Who would you do? Marianne or Ginger? Now, I would like to say something about Ginger. She only been on my secondary list, but I seen her with dark hair. She's a good-looking lady with dark hair. In family court, though. Oh, that must be a fucking trip. All the people going through divorce, the abuse, the child abuse that's going on, the madness that's been going on for 5 months, going on 6 months, all the horrible inner city shit that's going on, people running out of money, selling their own children for sex slaves. The Sioux Reservation's having a terrible trouble. Mrs. Howell was a cougar. Yeah, actually, she was a pretty good-looking lady, you know, when you took all that makeup on. If you seen her in real life, she wasn't a bad-looking woman at all. Gildan and Skipper were her fluffers. Lives in Triangle of Love in divorce court. Lesbian Triangle of Love in divorce court. As I know, a fluffer's the guy or girl that gets the woman all hornied up before they do a porno scene. Write a book, Stephanie. Huh? You guys rock. I'll tell you. I'm glad to have met you people. I hope one day to meet you in person on my RV round trip to all my subs, or at least the ones that show up. The last powwow I had up here with a couple people that live around me had stopped by, and we were talking about power outage. And here in Maine, like if you drive around these backwoods, you'll see a big gray box. You'll see you'll see a smart meter connected to the box. That's a cable power amplifier. So when our power goes out here, you don't have phone, you don't have cable into. I don't know how the PUC in the state would ever allow somebody to provide phone service without power backup. So I was telling these people that didn't really, I don't think, understood this shit. That if you ran a power cord to this thing, bring one of your trucks out here, run an inverter or something, everybody would have power, would have internet. So a lot of people in Maine, what they do is they got these Generac automatic generators. A lot of people buy them up here. And they're putting power to their house and they're putting power to their equipment, but they can't get the phone working. So that was the last powwow I had up here. My cousin was a family court lawyer. Now he's a first-term elected judge for Fifth Rural County. Is it that bad? Oh, I got cousins that are absolutely right out the fucking world, right off the planet. Can't unknown that term. We'll look it up. I'll look it up for you, Stephanie. Fluffer. I spelt it right. Black and white, please. Noun, fluffer. Plural, fluffers. Someone or someone that fluffs in various senses. Pornography, in parentheses, one who arouses male pornographic actors before filming fellatio, through fellatio. So basically it's somebody who gives a male a blowjob. I thought it was somebody that lacquered up the woman. I'm sure there's fluffers for women in that industry. Maybe Radical Ralph, Great Porno Adventure. We'll do some videos, some movies. Radical Ralph's. Of horrible assistance. But he's an awesome guy. We need him back. Oh, you need him back. Oh, I understand now. Yeah. Get all that clamshell, get some of that juices flowing. Hallelujah. It seems that's what we're dealing with in the House, Senate, and Judiciary. Just a bunch of fluffers. Sucking dick to Israel, actually. Really, I mean, seriously. We sold out to Israel. You lurkers in here don't like the language or you find me repulsive. What you might want to try to do Just go look some Adam Green up. Here at Radical Rouse Porn Chat. Use all the big terms. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff to wake up in the morning, put a smile on your face. You know, I'd like to remind you, if you're a lurker in here, we do have fun in here. You can set the stage. Tinfoil already caused the radical change in here to fluffers. Fluffers, Stephanie needs smoke. Yeah. Well, we all should. We all should. And we got to give thanks to those people that actually got the fucking government off the backs of the people for a fucking plan. Don't forget them spineless coward nigger Jews that wanted to fucking continue to fucking play the bullshit game of a drug war that was never winnable. You're better off going back to Vietnam and trying to win that over again, dumb shits. Drug war. Still got fentanyl, still got OxyContin, still got heroin. You got all the good shit out there, right? Some consider it good shit. I don't. I shouldn't use that term, but oh my gosh, marijuana. How about them fucking fascist niggas that call it a gateway drug? Yeah, like the motherfucker was going to be a gateway drug user on goddamn Rebel model airplane glue. You need fucking marijuana. How many people are gateway on alcohol? That fucking whiskey ain't cutting it. I hate my life. Let me shoot some heroin. Lurkers are fluffers in the real world. LOL, that was a good one. Yeah, I'm not mad at all the lurkers. But you know what? You know what, Ten? You know the spineless Jew niggas come in here 6 thumbs down. It looks like I got 6 thumbs down. And they've been lurking. And now they're bailing that we're talking about them. What spineless fucking pigs. I mean, absolutely. Now, some of these lurkers, I can tell you, are just listening. There are lurkers that just listen. A lot of people that listen. But there are the few spineless fucking coward Jews with nothing on their fucking channel and can't create nothing but heartache and pain for other people because that's all they're worth. Gateway show. Well, I think Breaking Bad probably turned a lot of people off to even trying crack or methamphetamine, whatever it is. You know, I bet it actually held the numbers down. You know what I mean? People understand how, got to learn how addictive and what kind of poisons this shit's made of. Now, I'll smoke that reefer joint to have a little recreational disconnect. And like we don't deserve it. Why don't we deserve it, Senator? Why are you going to keep it a fucking class 1 drug? Why are you going to let Joe Biden in the door, who's fucking already said he's not going to legalize pot? He's going to get rid of Social Security in a bad way. Americans should never, never, never have been warned over the last 30 years about Social Security. They told us it's going to run out of money. Run out of money? What are you, a motherfucking asshole? Take $500 billion from your fucking industrial military war machine, motherfucking do-nothing cocksuckers, and bring them into the fucking Social Security. You know, I mean, that's my feelings of that situation. Where idiots make meth in the Walmart. True story. Are you kidding me? Wow. Make methamphetamine in Walmart. Well, I mean, think about it. Think about if I knew a pharmacist at Walmart and I could buy a case of that shit. What is it called? Sudafed? Or some shit they use? And I offer him fucking $500 for a fucking $50 case of the shit, and he can get it with no. You think people are going to pass that shit up? I mean, I would, but that's me. Maybe, but Hollywood encourages sick violence, gun in every. Yeah. You know. Look at TV. Look at television. You know, I don't go on television and see a woman's breast. I don't see a man and woman naked. I can't watch a man and woman fucking on TV and see titties. No, fuck no. You can't see that, but I'll watch some fucking body that was buried in maggots eating on CSI. I had that this winter. I was that bored one. I was really depressed. We weren't getting no snow. And I turned on TV and I was scrolling through. And here's this CSI fucking mind fuck shit. Oh, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, this person's been cannibalized. But I can't see a pair of tits. What a vulgar fucking bunch of pigs. About arrests for making meth in Walmart. I believe you. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not saying, you know, after 10 o'clock for a 9/11 grand jury investigation, they didn't do a scene or this fire bullshit show that's on TV. They didn't do one about the firemen at 9/11 that knew the building was being wired. Yeah, probably the last bit of truth out there, I think, on TV was, what was that, Mulder? What was it? It used to be on Fox. Somebody help me with this. The guy's name was Mulder, and the chick was a strawberry redhead with pretty eyes. They were FBI. Bounce to desktop again. Oh, no way. Action denied. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a couple of the lurkers maybe playing games. Scully. Yeah. She was a babe. X-Files. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, look at the shit that came out of the X-Files. I like that shit. I like that shit, you know, that does truth, you know. I watch a lot of PBS documentaries, and I take them with a grain of salt because Frontline has already perverted themselves, saying it was, they put this whole elaborate bullshit show on 9/11 together with all these Muslims that supposedly did 9/11. I'm like, you're such a fucking asshole. That's when I lost total credit for Frontline. I don't watch that shit no more. Predictive programming, right. Frontline, and there was another one in there. There's American Lens I like. Well, you know, I've been watching this shit about Roosevelt family. You know, I was watching this shit on the Vietnam War a couple of weeks ago, coming on in the afternoon. It was quite interesting, the Vietnam War. There was a lot of lying going on. But they were exposing lies that Westmoreland was putting out. And so Westmoreland, one incident, which I think is a big deal. I think it's a big deal back then. It's part of lying in our history that got us to where we're going. Westmoreland goes on TV, says there was like 450 BC dead, and only 3 of ours are dead. But actually, the numbers were reversed. And some general, or might have been a bird colonel, went up to him and says, "Here's your real figures, sir. I don't know if you got it." You know what Westmoreland said? "It's already out on the press. Don't worry about it. It's a has-been." Oh, NPR, it is worse than North Korea. I'm giving you a fucking thumbs up. I tell you what, I don't think I lost a friend, but I've been having a conversation with my friend out there for a long time, many years. And believe it or not, she's glued to NPR. And she's listening to these fucking people on NPR. So she asked me what the fuck is going on, in my opinion, and I stopped rambling off everything opposite of what she's been told. I'm not angry at that woman. I hold no gripes, no anger, and I hope we talk again. But she started calling, "Oh, you're so full of hate." Hate? I'm just telling you the mask is a sign of the Illuminati or devil worshiping. The mask does not protect you from anything but dust. The mask is doing you wrong to your immune system. And your body's trying to get rid of this shit, and you're walking around with a mask. Why the fuck don't you just drive your car and have your mechanic put the fucking exhaust pipe in the back seat? So that's another NPR fucking trash, bullshit trash. Very lonely man, not very lonely. No, let's rephrase that. When I took care of campgrounds during the week, there was no one there for 4 days. We'd go hiking. We'd go in the hot springs. We'd go drive around. We'd go do shit. But overall, sitting at the campground trying to listen to radio was a big deal there because there was very few radio stations. And the only thing I could get was shit with NPR on it. And even back then, I knew they were lying sacks of shit. I used to like C-SPAN. Really, Eddie? I love it. Oh, yeah, I watch hours of C-SPAN. That's where I met Joe Biden, that other fascist communist bitch from California, Feinstein, and her sidekick from New York, that filthy piece of shit, lying through their teeth about gun statistics, lying through their teeth, getting everyone worked up. We're living our lives in fear, man. We're living our lives in fear, and it's not really healthy. This thing I have on PBS is a Seawolves story, Navy helicopters in Nam. Well, they just ran about a week, and it showed all the logistics and all the shit. It was pretty good. Amy Goodman's War and Peace report used to give me hope. Very well said. Very well said, 95. Amy Goodman, the last thing she done before she turned code, I think, was Standing Rock. She got the shit beat out of her up at Standing Rock, trying to cover Standing Rock. We'll call in and talk about yeah. And Eddie, I remember one time on Alex Jones when they were doing some 9/11 committee, fucking people were calling in constant, telling them this was an inside job. And you know what the fuckers at C-SPAN did? And that was the last time I watch or will watch or support C-SPAN. The fuckers fucking hung up on them. And then they started grooming their calls and put you on a 10-second delay. Oops, we lost that caller. No, you didn't. You hung up on them. Because you don't want to hear the other side. Very dangerous in a free republic when you shut people up. You might not like what they're saying. You might not like what they got to offer, but at least listen to them. Besides, they should have that on regular news station. Yeah, well, yeah, you're making a good point. Went to C-SPAN and NPR because they were alternative news because the lying sacks of shit kept lying. I think, seriously, I'll tell you what, if you ever really get a good president in the FCC licensing, if you see something on NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, or any of them, well, Fox, Fox you could do. But if they start getting complaints that you're not covering the news properly, you should be able to pull their fucking license. Amy was never the same after being arrested. No, I don't think she was. I don't think she was. And I agree with you, 95. We can't have people thinking, let alone finding common ground. Silly you. I like that. That's good. That's really good. And that's where we are now. We're a bunch of little fucking kids in a kindergarten class that have to be led by inbred fucking communist Jews in their fucking best opinion. I'm going to jam it down your fucking throat. That ain't a republic, asshole, nor is it constitution. I love them fucking communists, too, that like to beat on the Constitution. Oh, everything you say is Constitution. Hey, baby. It is. Don't twist it around in your sick, perverted mind. It's a good document. That's my opinion of that. Anyways, that's just my opinion, okay? You don't shut people the fuck up. I have people up here I really like listen to what they had to say, and I realize you do not need to be around this type of person. This is not just a fucking... This is not a personality difference or cultural difference. This motherfucker's an asshole. And so with that, I have no interest. You've done nothing for me. You don't reciprocate. Why would I want to be your friend? Oh, because you hold the golden key? Well, I'm sure you do. But I don't want your fucking golden key. Shove it up your ass. Don't ever try to blackmail me again, you fucking Jew bitch. Jew bitches. I still got shade, I want you to know what I'm giving up here. I got to work on this beautiful machine, and it's in the shade right now. And I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee here, and then I got to get out there and go there. But when I get out there, the sun will be on me. It's all right. That's part of doing, trying to keep live show going out there and keeping our conversation open and free, just the most part. I don't know where Donald Trump been, though. I'm really sad Donald Trump hasn't been in here in so long. Fact check the news, yeah. Well, look at Waco. Look what they did in Waco. What was the first thing they did in Waco? They got themselves caught shooting their own fucking people. Then somebody panicked. Bob Blowjob, I think, from the ATF. I forgot that nigga's name. He was a tall scumbag, fucking glass-and-wearing geek motherfucker that probably got picked on in school and just wanted to burn children to death to amend his childhood pain. Anyway, what'd he do? He moved the fucking news media back a mile, I think. You can help me with that, I think. MMK. Please show us on the Gumby doll where the YouTube touched you. Yeah, yeah. You know, I watched one video one night on that. Actually, I think it was on PBS, about these kids that are being lured by psychiatrists and fucking scumbags that daddy never touched them. And then they bring them in this room and they groom them. And then they're like, where did daddy touch you? Boom. Kid points to the genitalia, and what did he do? Oh, the kid can't come up with nothing? Did he fuck you? Did he do this? Did he do all this vulgarity shit? Fucking kid don't know what the fuck is going on, and someone ends up on a fucking rope. I'm not saying it don't happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying their ways, at least according to that fucking program, was shown to be very faulty. It locked a lot of good men up. And it's because the fucking wife was such a bitch, you know? I knew that when I was in my prime. I was watching all my friends get married, all my male friends get married. And what 6 months later, you know, Ralph, don't ever get married. I says, why is that? You'll never get a blowjob in your life. You won't be eating your old lady out. That ends when you get married. I said, why the fuck would it end when you get married? The chick is a fucking vacuum cleaner on your dick. You can't quit playing with it. It's like her a little doll. And then you get married and it ends. What changes? Where is it change? And it might be on both ends. In some cases, I'm not just blaming women. Not lower them, right? But what I was saying was, you know, you got these hateful fucking women, and these judges and these laws put them right on a way more fucking advanced. The right to beat somebody up? No, not men or women. But look at the shit they go into. Cop shows up, the wife. I watched it on TV. My girlfriend beating me up. Go look at that on YouTube. Holy shit, these fucking women are nuts. Including trying to run them the fuck over. So, you know, I mean, we're not promoting abuse to anybody, but who's abusing who? Because you wouldn't buy the chick a new car? She going to call you out? Fuck. What, are you kidding me? And you write the income laws like that? Done a lot of damage to this country to a lot of people with those two things. Reefer smoking and fucking abuse bullshit. Not always bullshit. I'll be back. Anyways, you know, like the internet, you know, when they signed this internet, whatever, 20, 30 years ago, all these senators and shit, all these bills on the internet. Where the fuck are you serious? All right. I understand you signed this, Senator, but what you don't understand is what YouTube has done to many, many millions of people. And now you let them buy it out by Google? That's a problem, Senator. Selling our personal data, Senator. You had no protection. This internet didn't have to work like this. There was no reason for the internet to work this vulgar. Everything you do. Watch this. I'm going to go look up plumbing supply. Plumbing supply. I'm going to do this. You can all do this with me. Plumbing supply near me. Plumbing supply on the internet. I don't want near me. Plumbing Master. Here we go. .com. Let's just click on it. Let it click and load. Okay? I'm on plumbingmaster.com. Right? No, I don't need help. Well, I need help. My little Ralphie machine could use some help. My factory. What do they call it? Happy Factory. They call it the Happy Factory. The Mormons call it a Happy Factory. Okay, this is all loaded. Let's give it a few minutes. I'm going to get out of here. Let's give it a few minutes, and then I'm going to go to my weather. I'm going to go to my weather. And you watch. It comes up. There are people that had that OnStar in the beginning before, when they were really, really fucking nuts. And they turned the OnStar on when you bought your new Chevrolet. And they'd listen. And they'd hear a dog barking or a baby barking. You got home, you look at your weather, and there's a baby or a dog supply company on there. I mean, that isn't bad shit. The problem is you share the information. Lurkers and the perimeter. This can only mean it's an attack. Nah, it's not an attack. Don't scare them away. I think there's just a few people here. Actually, they might be here in Maine listening, but they're kind of shy and all. 2 young adult kids are totally brainwashed. I know they are. You shared that with us, and that's sad. Yeah, college is fucking worse. Come on. College? You're going to send your kids to fucking college for what? So they get that degree? I see all these college kids on Saturday and Sunday on my news here in Maine. And what they are is kids that went to meteorology school, and they go and they work in these weather departments. There was one kid up here, out of all of them I seen, his name was Adam something. When he first came on, let me tell you something. That fucking kid was telling you about fucking chemtrails. And he shut right the fuck up. He got shut right the fuck. Google plumbers near me. Got Naya House naughty. Naya doesn't do train. That's good. That's funny. They are important, so they are a good thing. Yeah, they are. But that's what I'm getting at. It's like they all got this shit locked down. Okay, these kids are going to have, well, I don't even know now. I mean, I certainly wouldn't send my kid to engineering school with all the engineers from India coming out. But anyway, yeah, your kid goes and makes money. Is that how we judge things? I mean, some do, I guess. Does the kid know how to start a fucking fire with a match in the woods? Probably not. There's no common sense. And I think the teachers, the professors, and the administrators made sure there's no common sense. You know, we have so much trouble in our classrooms with kids with common sense, whether they're in kindergarten or they're in high school. You know, there's so much trouble. And why? Because they're inquisitive. They see things a little differently. They ask a question. There's no toleration for fucking stepping out of line. And that's what you got. Plank number 10 of the Communist Manifesto. Government control, complete control of school. Step 10 of the Communist Manifesto. And I'd urge you all to go do it. I'll even put it in link for the lurkers. Go check this out. Go read this. I just typed in 1, 0, and it comes up. 10 planks of the Communist Manifesto. Somebody's got some explaining to do. How we get here. There it is. This is a good one. I like this one. Let's scroll down real quick to see if old Radical Ralph has a memory. He once smoked a marijuana joint cigarette, so you know what they said about marijuana joint cigarettes. Pre-education for all children in government schools. Abolition of children's factory labor in present form. Combination of education with industrial production. Now, I thought that last sentence there, that really bothers me because I think trade schools are a good thing. I think you got a lot of people out there, a lot of young kids that don't want to go to college, that don't want a part of college, and they would just want to be a good blue-collar worker. So what's wrong with teaching them welding or house building or any of that? Hey, you guys been watching Michael Vitz? She's doing, interviews, I guess, with JFK Jr. now. JFK Jr. RFK Jr., RFK Jr. Neither one of them are working in the degree that they got. You need a college education to get into a Forest Service. You need a college education for some guy or some chick to say to me, hey, Ralph, I need you to go up to Dalton Springs and Buckboard. It's about 70 miles away. I want you to go and clean the toilets from the top to the bottom. I want you to walk through the campgrounds. Can I camp there? Yeah, you can camp there. Fucking A. I'm only going to give you 8 hours worth of labor. And I had friends that did that and went out camping with them. And that's what we did. We went out into a remote area, took care of a place, fucking cleaned it up. Well, why do I need an education for this? Oh, to do a water sample. But do you realize that I can go get a package of water sample right now at Home Depot? Water test kit. Read the water test kit. It'll comply with your water test kit. So why don't you just let me get the package, read what I need to learn about it, and go up and test your fucking water. They're fucking pigs too. Water tests positive, no bacteria. They'll dump gallons of bleach into beautiful mountain spring water, man. Yeah, they've done, it's repulsive. The spring clean out. They go in there and you got to flood the cistern with bleach. And then you got to run through the campground and turn all the faucets on and run them through, which ain't a bad deal. But I just wish they'd do it with a 500 or 700 gallon cistern, portable cistern, and not pollute all that water that's in there because it's good shit. My husband was a forestry major for 3 years. Wow. Coke, strippers, and banned Arguments. Yeah, the band Arguments. Right on. Yeah, I never was into coke. Yeah, like, what the fuck you want to do this shit for? Oh, it feels good on your dick, I guess. You get a hot on, you hit it with a hammer to get some excitement. Whatever. Humboldt State, what a tree hugger. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm not really angry at anybody, but it's like, what fucking reason do I need a fucking degree to be a Forest Service ground troop? There was nothing in there that you needed a college for. They just wanted bureaucracy, just more bureaucracy. Excuse me. You probably had a lot more fun than your husband. Well, I told you before, get your wild side on. Get your wild side on, tie him to the bed, and have a fucking have a real good time. It snowed in my world for half a decade. The ex-governor got pregnant. Took 3 days for me to walk away from blow permanently. Well, I bet it did. We already walked away from the reefer. We walked away from the LSD for quite a few years. I haven't done it in a long time, but I know if I had a good bunch of mojos or even a companion with good mojo, oh yeah, that's fucking spiritual, man. Are you shitting me? Them fucking Christian cocksuckers don't like that shit. And they don't like that shit because there's more connection, mind expanding than their bullshit. Good morning, sis. Good to see you. I quit all chemical drugs when I was about, I met my husband in 83. Oh, I did. I quit for quite a few years. And I realized, what the fuck are you doing? What is the reasoning behind this? Because you're sober, right, Mormons? Sober? Jesus Christ, look at you people. So one time, when I take care of campgrounds, the chick will come up like 2 times a week, usually a chick. They'll bring me toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and the reservations. So you reserve a campground or campsite or a group campground, group meaning like 100 people, 150 people. And so I go up there, make sure everything was in real good shape, clean. All the sites were clean, toilet paper, bathrooms clean, everything was clean. Put the reservation up. As soon as I get it, a card says reserved, do not take. So what I'll do is sometimes on there, they got an arrival time, what time these people are going to get here. So I look, arrival time is at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock a.m., whatever. And I already took care of the camp the night before, the day before. And so this one time, I got a big one, and it's Mormons. It's a few Mormon adults with a bunch of kids. I don't know, like 70 kids or some shit. And so Ruby and I pull in, and it's a giant circle with all the campsites and a big field in the middle. And I'm driving, and they had these 3 fucking aspen trees that leaned over and covered the road. It was really pretty, really beautiful. And they're fucking cut. I'm like, no goddamn way. No goddamn way. And I pulled up to the group, and they oh, look, here's the camp post. Here's the camp post, everybody. Well, you want some cookies? You want this? You want that? Hey, I says, no, I want to talk to this guy. I said, who cut them trees over there? And this clown showed up, spineless fucking pasty motherfucker, and says, look, I don't give out tickets. I'm not law enforcement. But the fucking law enforcement gonna come up here and they're gonna ride through this camp, and you got some explaining to do on them trees. And at the time, I didn't know what a green tree was. It's $150. And you know what this arrogant city folk motherfucker said to me? Oh, don't worry about it. We were teaching our kids how to cut firewood. Cut firewood? It's a green goddamn tree. Beautiful goddamn trees. Cut them right the fuck down. Oh, that's all right. Just send us the bill. I said, I ain't sending you nothing. Don't cut no trees in this campground again. And only pick up dead shit. Don't even be cutting down dead trees. Watch your fire. Look at the fucking rappers blowing on the infield, you fucking Mormons. Eat your Hostess Twinkies and show your rackmas on the ground. There's beer up here, and you're fucking littering. That's how I've dealt with people. I'm not making this shit up. These are real grown-ups. Then they're trying to burn the fucking green wood. Fucking smoke, choking smoke everywhere. Kane is pretty determined. Yeah, I got a call, right? Thank you for that, tinfoil. I got a call. Thank you. I got to order some more. This shit ain't working. I got to make this call when we're done. I'm going to shut down here in a little bit. But how do you deal with that shit? You know, I was so upset. I was just like, how the fuck could you have cut these fucking beautiful aspen trees? Just beautiful, beautiful fucking aspen trees. Just cut them down. Not even have the wherewithal, you lazy fucking inbred nigga, to walk deep in the woods and cut a green tree down. No, you do it right at the campground. So they come up, they get a $150 fine for each tree. Had more money than they knew what to do with. Didn't give a flying fuck. Didn't give a flying fuck at all of a $500 fine. But you meet people like this, and not everybody's the same. I watched one guy blow himself up with fucking pouring gasoline into a Forest Service fire pit that was in the ground. And literally brought the ground up and shook the fucking camper. He was on fire. So you see a lot of stupid shit out there, you know. I'm not perfect. I do stupid shit all the time. Just breathing up here every day makes me feel like I do stupid shit every day. And trying to give me cookies and shit like that. You know, the young people are, because they were taught that respect, though. They were of the camp post at a campground. I will say they got far more, like Eddie down there. Eddie down at, what's the name of that place? It eludes me. It's a campground not near Taunton. state-run campground. What a fucking shithole that was. I'll never forget the time I took over a first campground and seen the difference. What was it? I can't, John something. John, he was a patriot. 14 llamas, alpacas, great fertilizer. Yeah, sounds good. Vacaville. You know, the sad part about that whole deal is I try to understand with love and compassion. I wasn't screaming at the guy. There was no point of it. You already did the damage, you fucking inbred. Are you gonna be hot, sister? Are you going over 100? The humidity's cut down here quite a bit. We can both breathe. My dog ain't wheezing. Wheezed yesterday morning, the morning before that, the morning before that, the morning before that, the morning before that. And this chemtrail stinking shit that we got landing on us. What's your temperature going to be? My niece just had a girl. Hey, you will follow? Yeah, you know. And we understand your earnestness about bringing in a child in this mess. We've been following that for sure. What's your temperature there, Sister Golden here? It's supposed to be 97 here, but I'm leaving soon for Carson City. It'll be like 93 in the desert. Nice. Nice. Horrible, choking, stinking, filthy, dirty chemtrail air. Weeks. And I know my whole winter's going to be the same thing. Sister Golden here. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I was just asking what your temperature might be there today, out of curiosity. Let's go check my weather and see if I get an advertisement. All right? This is part of the... Is this a bad thing? Well, look at it. It's supposed to be 87 today. Well, look at it this way. If I go into a plumbing shop, right, on the internet, and I go in there and I buy my shit, what the fuck is the purpose of having an advertisement to a plumber after I already bought my shit? No, it didn't take. What it is this auto parts place. At Cooler and Carson. Nice. Well, I guess you can't hear me. Going to be 94 in Portland. Cool. We got a lot of good parts here that are still available. But auto parts. We didn't get the advertisement for the plumbing store. Maybe in another day or two. All right. Well, I got to get going. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everybody that's sent good wishes and good thoughts over to Verdia. Dawn Morning is through. She's having a little bit tough time. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers. I'll be right back. We have, you're not going to believe this one. They got powdery mildew on lilacs. On lilacs. How the hell we got powdery mildew on lilacs? Big Cooler and Carson. I guess Stephanie, sis can't hear me. Sis, you there? 1, 2, 3. Shit will pop up on YouTube. The husband have been discussing and my email. Who's going? I didn't see who's going. Big Cooler. Cheat into the cave of cannabis for medication. Good for you. Stephanie's giving me a 1. She's the one leaving. Take care, Stephanie. Thank you for your videos. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. I just adore seeing blue sky, man. Yes, good wishes to all and find some beauty in your travels. Everyone finds some beauty any way you can get it, to be honest with you. Life is going to be a lot difficult this fall and this winter. The shenanigans are going to be unbelievable. I wouldn't be surprised if we're not allowed to go visit family. They want to destroy family. Don't forget that. You know, the Anita Bryant queer asshole motherfuckers out there were saying that queers were destroying the family. No, it's your goddamn government and their psychological mindfuck shit over this corona bona will be probably not letting people go visit, go travel. I don't know how the oil industry is doing with all this shit they're pumping and making fuel. Fuel should be 10 cents a gallon, but whatever. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming today. You lurkers too, thank you for coming. Thank you for all your 7 thumbs up, thumbs down. Both of you, thumbs up, 7 thumbs up, 7 thumbs down, 7. Good guy. I hope everyone has a good day. I should be in here tomorrow, maybe. Leslie, take good care. Tim, Stephanie. I guess sister's gone. Whoever else is in here, Eddie's listening. Donna's listening. You guys have a great day. And just try to be kind and good as you can possibly be, you know. And I think these are the gravy days right here myself, but let's hope not. Thank you. Thank you. I sort of like that. You know, a lot of people say, much love, everybody, much love. What the fuck you think I'm doing sitting here doing this for? I don't need to use that word. Anyways, right back at you. How's that? I like that. And if you're one that likes to use much love, no, I mean, that's so childish, man. And then you stab me in the back and you come in here and give me 7 thumbs down after you professing your love for me. You're a fucking hypocrite, motherfucking spineless Jews, man. Go hang yourself. Thank you. I think it will be. I'm going to be working on a beautiful machine. She's so lovely. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Old Stevie Wonder tune. She is a dynamite little package. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Come. Yeah, I like that. I'm glad you like it. I hope you like it. You know, and if you don't, there's millions of other channels out there. I'm just trying to do the best at what I got. I got to work. Have a good day. Hey, have a good day at work, too. You're the type of guy that really looks like you enjoy the people you're working for. And that is so nice. Dr. Sub Q-tip loaded with liquid cocaine up my nose at 10 years old. The fuck are you doing that for? I wonder if we might change that saying. What do you want to change the saying? Freelance jobs. That's awesome, Eddie. Awesome. I'll tell you. I was in Alaska. I couldn't take all the jobs on. And you know what? When I turned somebody down, they upped the fucking price. Now, this is in the 80s, like $25, $35 an hour. I had one guy give me $300 in a box of drills in a drill. And all I had to do was drill like, I forgot what it was, a 1/4-inch hole into a stainless steel propeller shaft. He bought a new propeller shaft. The fucking idiots didn't drill the hole for the propeller shaft. That's all I had to do. A can of cotton oil, and I sat there for an hour, made $300. I like it, though. Something new but similar. I don't know what you mean, 95. Oh, much love. Yeah, just, to me, look at all the people that say they love. I don't say it. Why don't I say it? Because I'm cheap. I don't know how to love. Yeah, I do know how to love. The problem comes in with listening to all these fucking assholes talking about much love and then stabbing people in the back because you disagree with them. Because they were, when you love, you're supposed to have toleration, aren't you? Right? Let's talk about the word love for a minute. You're supposed to have toleration. You're supposed to have great toleration. So when your partner that you love is having a bad day and they scream at you, you just don't fucking flush their panties down the toilet, do you? You fucking be kind and decent and show them love. But the fucking hypocrites on here that use that word, man, and it was before that. You know what I dig? You know what I dig is when you don't say that shit. And the chick, you know, you get in a nice little romantic. I'm not talking about fucking or eating her out or anything. I'm talking about just in a little cuddly romantic situation. You really love me, don't you? I think that is so cool because they identify it. Total lovish. Yeah, there you go. Lovish for rubbish. Sorry, Ralph. I don't. Yeah, you do all right. You're all right. Don't get down on yourself. Because I got love, dignity, respect, and compassion till you step over the line. When you step over the line, yeah, you don't want to be around. Unconditional love. You know? Unconditional. Somebody says something bad to you, you say something bad, or you disagree, and you blow the whole fucking thing up like you coward juice did in January. And you call that love. So we ain't around that shit. We ain't being around that shit. That's as bad as religion. It is another form of religion, I think. Oh, I went down to this house of pizza and I really love the pizza. And I might use love on that. Well, that's an inanimate object. You're so disconnected from humanity. No, I'm not. Humanity's got conscience. Humanity's got conscience and reasoning. So if I tell 95, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know? So the difference between saying I love a pizza, an inanimate object, and I love somebody, I don't feel like you need to say that. Even though some of the older people I respect very much and still use that word. But if you don't know it, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck, I don't need you in my life. K confession. When Mike Morales showed Sky chemtrails dying in crashes. When Mike showed Sky criminals dying in crashes, I don't feel bad. Perhaps I was happy. I don't want to see fucking, but I think LCIA to take down fucking 30 airplanes over the world, say it's a new boogeyman. Let's see, we had ISIS, we had LCIA, a bunch of words. Maybe someone showed up and they're a Muslim terrorist organization that don't like air flight. I tell you what, there's a lot of fucking YouTubers out there that are very upset about it. And a lot of people in general very, very upset. Very upset with chemtrails. Don't see any reason why it should be happening. And boy, by God, it's a good thing we don't give them Chaparral missiles. But I'm just hoping, if it's going to be real bad and lights out, I hope they ground the aircraft this next round. Out of everything, I hope they ground aircraft. And, Peggy, my sweetheart, she's such a sweet shot, married woman. Peggy Hall, did a video set on getting not allowing to be on get on the airplane without a mask. So she says, well, what happens when I eat my meal? Oh, we allow you to pull your mask down. She says you're violating the rights, and she's going into it. What we need come out of there, Peggy Hall, if you're listening, if you're one of them that are listening, is get a class action suit together. Let's start going after these criminals. They have no medical evidence at all. All they have is a dictatorial CDC, and even in the CDC writing says, do not wear a mask all day. Thank you. I was going to say something funny, but I don't know how long you'd take. I don't know how you would take it. That's pretty warm. But when when you're running around, much love, all, much love, all, much, and if there was a good chance, like when we left the coffee shop in the morning, and we have like 7-8 people sitting at a coffee shop in Utah there every morning in the winter, we went and got coffee. And all our friends would show up. The ones that could drag themselves out of bed showed up. And we didn't okay, I got to go. Much love, everybody. Much love, blah, 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 blah. It's just so phony. So, I've been accused of that by someone here, and I still didn't ban her from here, but she does very little. It's a way of YouTube. And she accused me of that one time, and I just you astounding fucking woman. Astounding. So, anyways, her gift is sitting on the shelf, going to sit there and fucking rot. Bad mojo. Unless I'm missing something and she's got my email and phone number, she could always call me up. That woman could call me up anytime and have a decent conversation, but she wanted to do it for James. James, go fuck yourselves. So I want to thank everybody. Must be a lag, Ralph, in chat. Will refresh. Yeah, that happens. That happens. I just seen you communicating well with the others, and I couldn't understand why you weren't answering me. So your lag time on what somebody else said and your response was a lot shorter, but it's all good. It's all good. 100. Anyways, that's fucking hot. And you've been in that for all week, and I hope it alleviates for you soon. So, Jimmy Juju, Johnny Juju, same people. But, yeah, that's really it from here. Pups. We went down to try to take them to the only access I really have here in Maine to the lake, and let them go swim around in the lake. And I got down there and fucking fishermen all over the place. And man, I went through that shit with my last dog. I don't do that shit. And fucking pigs, and not only pigs, they're not normally pigs. I mean, it could be anything. Their hook broke off the line or whatever, but my dog had one in her paw, man, and that was astounding. Blood the fuck everywhere. So we didn't take them into even getting drenched last night. Humidity was a little high. I got water here on the outside, and later on this afternoon, I'll wash him down. I'll give him a nice wash down and cool him off. He's doing really good. I'm doing really good. It's hot, but it's not. The air is dry, is clean. It's clean. I wonder, here's another quick question to throw out there. How much are these humidity levels affected by fallen chemtrails? Is it possible that fallen chemtrails can bring the humidity level up? Anyone that hangs out with Mike Morales got their phone number, Mike's phone number. Give Mike a call. See if he can answer that question. It's just a simple question that came across. I want to thank everybody for coming. Have a good day. I really do got to run. Be kind to one another. Be decent. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Try to have patience, love, dignity, and respect for everybody, which all laws written in this land need to have. All laws. You don't write a law to fucking incarcerate somebody for a fucking roach in their ashtray and call that dignity, love, and respect. You don't respect nobody, and your days are numbered. I don't think you're going to get through October, you son of a bitches, before they start dragging you out and lynching you. And I'm not promoting that, but I think a lot of these politicians are setting themselves up for a good lynching. Take good care of yourselves. And thank you very much for coming and making this show what it is. A very, very outstanding open air discussion for those who have a clear, open mind. See you later. Sayonara.